How's everybody doing today? Wilds Couple here, and this is the episode that everybody has been waiting for. It is the edible insect episode, and I went through the yard today and all different kinds of things to get what we need, and I've convinced her to try one. Couple interesting facts. Insects are edible. In fact, if everyone ate insects, there'd be no world hunger. That's a fact. Now, here's another interesting fact. Before you go outside and you try this, if you have an allergy to shellfish, you shouldn't eat insects.
Can I start lying now?
No.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Well, the good news is
Swear.
worms aren't an arthropod, so the other insects are, but worms and grubs are not. So actually, the grub is, but the worms are not. So you're all right. So good. Let's get that out of the way. This is the episode she's really, really been cringing on and not wanting to do.
No.
So,
No, not at all.
without further ado, let's get right to it. Do you want me to go first, or? No, okay. All right. So we have 3 dishes. We got the worms. I got the grub. I got a worm. I got a grub. I got crickets, and I got a wolf spider. Not as big of a wolf spider as I wanted, but hey, that's the breaks when you're trying to find one on your hands and knees throughout the whole backyard.
Would that be beggars can't be choosers?
Pretty much. A lot of people don't realize that insects are full of protein and saturated fats, so they're actually very healthy to eat. In fact, we're one of the few continents that doesn't eat them. I ate my first tarantula when I was down in South America, so this isn't new to me. I've done this for survival training and everything else, so it's not a big deal for me at all. I think I see the crickets here talking to each other, trying to make a plan on how they're going to get out and not be eaten, but that's not going to happen. So the first thing I'll start with is, you know what? I need a chaser. So you explain how you got yourself into this.
I didn't. I'm not quite sure how I agreed to this. Just one day you said you're going to eat bugs, and I said, you know, that would be good for everybody to see, and somehow I got roped into this. So, again, I'm not quite sure how I got roped into this. This is not my thing. This is yours.
It is my thing. I'm one of those people that when I travel, I love to try as many new and exotic foods and beverages as possible. Emphasis on the beverages. All right, so since I'm not going to worry about anything jumping out of this one. So this is the earthworm and the grub.
Oh, they're moving. Oh, they're moving.
Well, yeah.
Oh, God, they're live.
Come here.
I hear them right now telling me that they don't want to be ate, so maybe we shouldn't have.
I think he knows. He's squirming around like never before. And I definitely want to rinse him off because this little guy's got some hell of a slimy on him.
Wait a minute.
You can rinse yours off too.
You never said anything about them still being dirty. I figured you had them washed, cleaned, and dried by now.
No. Why would I rob our viewers with seeing them what they would actually look like? Which, in all honesty, I do suggest, even in the wild, to take your stuff down to the creek, rinse it off.
Is that grub pooping?
No, that's his larva sac.
Oh.
So anyway, so there's the worm, and anybody that's seen wrestling or anything else, you've definitely seen this before. Worms are definitely one of those things that are very high in protein. Oh, geez, the facial expressions are everything. So, down the hatch with this one.
Oh, you're chewing it.
Well, yeah.
You ate it.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
You are not kissing me until after you brush your teeth, mister.
Well, obviously. I mean, I already kind of rolled that into the whole thing. This one's trying to get away.
Okay, let him free.
So that was the worm. This is the grub. This is the one that everybody finds like the most disgusting. These are beetle larvae. You can actually eat beetle as well. And these things are very alien looking, but once again, very high in protein. So let me rinse this little guy off. The spider and the crickets, I'm not worried about rinsing off. So,
I'm sorry, little fella, but he's gonna make me eat you. What? He has a family out there, and I'm taking him away from that family.
2 million brothers and sisters. They're not going to miss him, I assure you. Plus, he gets crappy Christmas gifts. So, all right. So that's the grub. These are the very disgusting looking things.
Nobody wants them in there.
Usually, through my survival thing, I always swallow these little guys whole because they do have a bitter, nasty taste, and they pop when you chew on them. So.
Like Pop Rocks.
Yeah, so a lot of times I just eat this little guy whole. So.
Oh, gross.
He wants out.
Just, oh. I know I'm next. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, clean him off.
Yummy. All right, Angel. Your big debut.
Oh, God. What am I doing?
Wilderness Survival 101.
Oh, my God.
Well, look at it this way. Do you like fish? Because fish mostly eat worms. So you're eating the byproduct of what they eat.
Okay, I don't mind fishing with worms. They're dying for a noble cause. This one, ugh.
If you're ever in a wilderness survival situation, you're going to need to know how to do this. And the only way to get through it
I
is
know
to
how
give it a
to
shot.
eat things. I just don't want to have to do it. Mm.
Do you want to go halvesies?
No. What is that?
Oh, you just scared the poop out of him. You just scared the poop out of the little guy.
I want him to finish shitting before I eat him. Sorry.
That's just pure dirt.
We might have to edit that word out. You never know. Oh, God.
All right, bottoms up.
Mm.
It ain't nothing.
Oh, God.
Swallow whole if you have to.
Oh, God.
You got this.
No, I don't. I really
All right,
don't.
I'll tell you what. I'll eat that if you eat the spider.
No. No. I don't even like the fact that he's in my house right now.
Come on, you got this. You got your chaser right there.
Oh, God, no.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Quit thinking about
I'm
it.
gonna do it.
That's the worst thing about eating this kind of stuff. If you think about it,
Oh, God. He's doing it again.
you're scaring the poop out of him.
If I had any left in me, I'd probably do it.
All he keeps seeing is his giant jaw. He's like, oh my god! Oh my god! You sure you don't want me to cut this in half?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Alright. Come on. You're thinking about it too much. You can't think about it.
Alright, I'm not thinking about it.
Nope, don't even think about it. Just pop it in and swallow it.
Oh, God. Oh, it's crunchy.
I assure you, the crickets and the spider are a lot crunchier.
Oh, God.
All right. Awesome. All right, folks. Next on the list, I have crickets. I'm only going to do one. I shouldn't kill two because we have a red-eye tree frog that...
I would probably really appreciate one of those. Oh, God.
Come here. So, on the arthropods, I actually do kill them before I eat them. It's the equivalency of...
Ugh. 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 God. I can still taste it.
Alright. So, here's my little cricket.
Little.
He's little.
Oh. Oh. Ugh.
That's not bad.
The worm tastes like dirt.
Yeah, well, I told you that too. Worms do taste like dirt, but that's what they crawl and that's what they eat, so...
Ugh. It was crunchy.
In all honesty, the cricket wasn't that bad. Definitely has a flavor. I really can't identify it, so we're going to label that flavor cricket.
Chicken.
So no, definitely
Everything
definitely
tastes like
was
chicken.
no, definitely was not chicken.
Alright, I don't like him in my house at all.
All right, last but not least, the spider. We'll show the viewing audience that he is crawling around and living.
You know, I don't like them in my house. I don't
I
want their home
know.
in my house. I don't want their family in my house. And he is getting away.
No, he is.
Yes, he is. He is getting away. Oh, he crunched.
Yes, he did. All right, so that's a wolf spider.
Oh, God, that's even nasty. I can't stand spiders.
Well, strange fact on the whole spider thing.
Ugh.
Most people eat spiders at nighttime throughout their life and don't even realize it.
I don't want to know.
So, but once again, saturated fats, high in protein. If you're ever in the wild and you're starving to death and you need to have a wilderness survival situation, start rolling over logs. You'd be amazed the amount of insects, rocks, that kind of stuff. It will save your life one day. It really will. You just have to get past the initial gross out fear. Believe it or not, in most countries around the world, insects are eaten on a regular basis. And in some parts of the world, even nastier stuff than we have in this world. Hissing cockroaches and everything get eaten. So, I mean, it is possible to survive and live. A lot of people are worried about if they get lost in the wilderness, what are you going to eat? Between that and the vegetation, and we'll do other ones where we're actually in the wild with you guys on some of our trips, and I'll point out a lot of stuff that is edible and that you can eat. But you can never go wrong with protein and saturated fats wise than with insects. So I guess now we're actually going to have a real meal. I cooked this lasagna for tonight, so that was my...
I don't know. I'm pretty full.
So once again, keep on adventuring, guys, and have fun, live the dream. Take it easy, guys.